Hello everyone, I am Satyam and in this video we will be learning about the function parameters in JavaScript. So guys, function parameters are very important in JavaScript because like with the help of the parameters you can call a function with the different values and you don't have to write different lines of code for every function. So the same function can be used for manipulating different kinds of data or different type of values. So in this video we will be learning about the function parameters. So guys, function parameters can be, you can pass as many parameters as you can, but for best practices always try to write less parameters because it will be more difficult for the other developers to understand what you are trying to pass in that particular function. Now suppose if you are passing something in the function that you can't that only you can understand, then there is no benefit for writing such code because no one will understand and you are the only developer of that project. So try to keep the parameters as simple as you can so that other developers can also contribute to your project. So let's see with the help of an example like what we can do with the function parameters. As I have already told you that you can pass different values, and with the help of these different values you can make these functions more useful. So let's dive into the definition part. So guys, first before going to the direct parameters, I would like to again explain the functions in JavaScript. A JavaScript function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task, and it helps us to reuse the existing code without typing it again and again. You can pass different parameters in functions and your code also looks much cleaner. So guys, what we are talking about here is functions. So functions are the those block of codes that you can use as many times as you can without writing it again and again. You just have to write one line in which you are calling that function, and that's it, your work is done. So what you have to do here is you have to pass different parameters for different values in the functions. So let's dive into the code. So this is again the same example, but in this example I have made two different functions. So guys, first function, first I have declared two variables, length and breadth, and then I am what I am doing is I have declared I have created a function area of square, and in that function I have initialized the both the variables with the value of 10, and then I just simply printed their result to the console and I get the result as 100. On the right hand side you can see we get the result as 100. So this is my first function. After that I have called the function. In the function, when the function is called, then the function is executed, otherwise we will not get 100. If now suppose if you have created a function of 1000 lines, so 1000 lines will not execute until you call that function with the help of the calling statement. So what you are supposed to do is you have to call that function. Now next comes the area of rectangle function. Now the you can see that the area of square function is like using two values, 10 and 10 for length and 10 for breadth. So if you have to calculate the area of the square for some other values, then you have to change that code again and again, so that will make your task very difficult. So for making your task easier, what you can do here is you can pass parameters in your function. Like we have passed in our function, we have passed two parameters, length and breadth. You can call these parameters as x and y, or a and b, or c d, or anything that you like or anything that you want. I have passed length and breadth so that it will be more readable, it will make my code more readable. so that you can understand my code. After that, I have printed the value with the help of the console statement, console.log length into breadth. So guys, if I pass the length as 5 and breadth as 5, then I will get the result as 25. So what I have to do here is I just need to call that function. So after defining the value, I will just call the function area of rectangle with two different values. Now these two values are the parameters. Now the length contains the 5 and the breadth variable contains the value 6. But these variables are not same as the above variables that we have already defined. So these variables are different because their scope is present locally to the function block and they have nothing to do with the above variables. So after that, now the length contains the value of 5 and the breadth contains value of 6. That will give us the value as 30. So because 5 into 6 is 30, we get the result as 30 in our console. Similar is the case in the next call, area of rectangle 7 8. Now the length will contain 7 and the breadth will contain 8. So after executing this line of code, what we will get is we will get the result as 56 because 8 7 are 56. So the area of that rectangle is 56. So guys, you can see that if I have to find the area of square for the length 5 and breadth 5, I have to change the values of the area of square function again and again. But by passing the parameters, we have made our function much more flexible so that it can adapt to the values that we send to that. So when we pass the values as 5 6, it gives us 30. When we pass the values as 7 8, it gives us 56. We don't have to write that code again and again. And if you are writing code and that code is much more reusable, then you are writing the correct code, and if it's readable, then you are on the right path. So you can see that just by passing two different parameters, we can make a great change in this code. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked that, and in the upcoming videos I will tell you about the anonymous functions, and I will also cover one more concept of function parameters. And so stay tuned with the Unacademy for more videos, and you can get the full source code in the following link. So thank you guys.